Today's topic is about your spiritual call and the spirit guide that are responsible to hold you responsible to make sure that you fulfill your spiritual call on this earth. Because this is the contract you signed with your spirit guide before you came to this earth, that you're going to be a high priest or any spirit, a healer, anything that is supposed to help the community, that is supposed to connect you with the spiritual words for you to help people on this earth, that you have refused to do. The spirits that are responsible to hold you responsible, they can make your life very miserable if you do not accept your spiritual call. If you're a healer and you're doing something else, it's not going to work out because the spirits will make sure that that profession doesn't progress for you. They will mess your relationship up. This is why you see single fathers and single mother of spiritualists, because the spirit sees those people as hindrances. They are distraction for you to focus on your spiritual call. So if things are going if you tried everything and nothing is going well for you, sometimes it could be because you have a spiritual call that you're not answering. Because sometimes when you know that when someone tells you have a spiritual call, you think that is a bad thing. In the ancient days, when someone has a spiritual call, it's a very good thing for the family, and they rejoice and they celebrate. It's like they won a lottery. But nowadays, when people have spiritual call, they think that your spiritual call is to be a pastor in the church or to be a prophet in the church. No. Have you seen anywhere they wrote pastor in the Bible? You only see priest, high priest, and those spiritual names. That is what you see in the Bible. The pastor, that name is a name that is being created by people of the world. Because religion is not recognizing spirituality. Religion is a way to control people. Spirituality is what God accepts. That's why it is written in the Bible that you should serve God in truth. The right way, truth, the right way, the honest way, the ancient way, the way of your forefathers before there was any ever religion, and in spiritual way, spiritual work. Because some of you people don't know that you're not doing the things in the right way. Serve God in truth and in spirit. And when you're a spiritual leader, that you agreed to come and be a representative for your community, for people, and you're doing something else, there are angels and spirits that are assigned to hold you responsible to make sure you do it. And if you don't do that work, things will not work well for you on this earth. Your marriage will not work. Your businesses will not work. You might not even have children. Everything will scatter for you. You see that you're struggling because you're not answering those calls. And some of those spirits are very dangerous. They can give you sickness. They can make you have mental issues, But one thing that they have is for you to have problems that will take you to seek spiritual solution. Through that spiritual solution, someone who have a spirit of divination, spirit of prophecy, will be able to tell you that this is your call. So if you're smart enough, you'll be able to take it. Or you might not have access of someone to tell you, to guide you through, but you'll be seeking for solution of the affliction that they have afflicted you. In the process of trying to heal yourself, that is when you now realize who you are. You will heal yourself, come out strong, and begin to heal others. And sometimes they will keep the sickness on you without taking everything out until you have been in the position whereby the enemies cannot be able to stop you. Because as you're trying to go up spiritually, there are many spirits and people that does not want you to take that role because it will affect them negatively. If your spiritual call is to fight against injustice and someone in your family is always doing evil, killing people, destroying, do you think that person is going to let you rise up? They will never let you rise up because you're going to work against them. So having a spiritual call is not easy. Most people that have spiritual call goes through a lot of challenges. Your spirit, the spirit that you came with, that is supposed to be responsible from holding you responsible for you to do your spiritual work, will be fighting you, making sure that you do your spiritual work. And have family people that are occultists or evil people that knows your destiny does not want you to do that work. They'll be fighting you for you not to do that work. So they are trying to drag you down, and the spirit are trying to connect you to the right direction. So it's not easy. So if you know someone that can tell you straight that you have a spiritual call, do not waste time to minimize your suffering. Accept your spiritual call, because the spirits are there to make sure that your life on earth is not successful until you take the call, because you are responsible to help people. And when you're not doing that, then obviously you're working against the contract, and then the spirit starts working against you. So this is why you see some people, some of them are having a mental health issue. They are mad on the street. Some of them is the spirit responsible for their call that is torturing them because they refuse. And sometimes it's not because you refuse, it's because you don't know. The signs will be there, but you don't know who you are. You know, because you have a spiritual call does not mean you have to go and be a pastor. Okay, you can be a spiritualist. You can be, a priest. You can be working in you can be working with herbs and roots. It depends on what your call is. So for you to confirm that you have a call, you have to go through different people to confirm that you have a call. 5 or 3 to 7 people. Sometimes they will say 3 to 5 people need to confirm that you have a call before. And then you need to find out what your roles are. In the dreams, they will usually show you. If you have a call, you will see it through your dreams. You might be seeing yourself healing people. You might be seeing yourself seeing visions for people, prophesying, using herbs, walking in the waters. You see yourself helping people a lot. That is when you know you actually have a spiritual call. And anywhere you go, in the church, they will tell you that you have a call. Some pastors will want to work with you. And even in the traditional way, even from different culture, different race, they will always identify you that you have a call. That is when you need to go and ask God, ask your spirit guide, what role is my call? Just because you have a call does not mean you have to do like every other person. Ask for the role. Remember your childhood experiences, things that you've been doing from childhood. Then you'll be able to know what your call, your spiritual call is. Things that you see yourself doing in dreams means that those things you can do in dream, you can do it in the physical realm because it's you. The things you've done in your past life, if you are a high priest, you've been healing people, doing good things for people, you still can do it. It's still you on this physical realm. It does not they don't take away your deeds away from you. It just adds to your deed. Okay? So if you want to know your spiritual call, you have to remember your childhood experiences and people who have come to you to tell you that you have a call. Your childhood experience, are you seeing visions in your childhood in the real life? Is spirit communicating with you? When you go to people's presence, are they having good luck? When you have a spiritual call, you will know from your childhood. You will know because your own life experiences will be different. There are people who have spiritual call. They are very private people. They are not very social people. They are very private, because they are always in between realms. Their personality is different. Okay? So you need to know what your call is and to answer your call to prevent suffering for you further on this earth. Yeah. In those days when you're little, when you're born, your parents will go and find out what your destiny is so that they can guide you in the right path. The Indians, they do that a lot. Okay? You see small India, they already know a lot of spiritual things. They are already sitting on their throne and doing spiritual work from childhood. This is how our ancestors used to do because we have similar spirituality like the Indians. Apart from the blood rituals, we have similar spirituality like the Hindus. So go and answer your call, okay? Don't start being there and complaining that things are not working for you. Do you think I'm here because I want to be here? No, because I'm forced by spirits to be here. I'm not even a social media person. You can see I don't even show my face, but it's coming with time. Things are beginning to come. It's because I know I have to answer this call. I've had this call from my childhood. That's why I always say go to your childhood memories to be able to know if you have a call. Because from my childhood, I know that I have a call. All this consultation in Alpha, Ifa, Divination, most of them will not tell you if you have a call or what type of call you have. Some of them I confirm that you have a call, but they cannot even tell you the areas of calls that you have. That's why you have to remember your childhood experiences as well to be able to add both sides. Like from my childhood, from 3 years old, I've been doing spiritual work for people. I see visions. My dreams is another thing. When I dream, it happens. When I go in the presence of people, especially when I go and live in their house for a short time, you see the contract that they've seized from them for years is releasing. People used to fight for me to come and stay with them when I was little. And they understand that I was a high priestess. And those times they know, those spiritual people, they know, and they used to come to my family to do work. I'm just a child, but people who are older than me used to come to me. Things that they cannot be able to do, they will come to me and I will just touch their spiritual material, or I will just give them the words, go, bam, they've got it. Oh God, some of you are like that. Some of you even have more than me. And you're doing something else that no one will even recognize you once you go and answer your call. Wealth. That wealth you're struggling, you will see it. If you have it in your destiny, you see so much wealth. There are some people that although you have the wealth, but if they want to teach you a lesson to make sure you answer your call, they'll first take the wealth away from you. So you go through hardship and then you'll be able to get that wealth back only if you answer your call, your spiritual call. Everybody does not have call. So now when I say you have a call, answer your call, everybody think they all have call. Only few people have call. Most people you see in the churches, a lot of them are not called though. A lot of them called themselves. People that are called are very few, very, very few people that are called, and everybody gift are not the same. Some people only have gifts to see vision. Some people have gifts to heal through herbs. Some people have gift to work with spirits of different dimension. And some people have gift to work with all. And those people that have the gifts to work with all, they are superior than the other ones. They are superior because they can do all things. And the things that the spiritualists and people that have a call can do depends on the spirit guide that they are born with. Your spirit guide is the one that does all those work for you. Okay? I'll be able to teach more about this so that this thing don't go too long. Okay? Bye for now.